Jordan.
Jacob.
Well, let's start on the good note first.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we just shot our first USPSA match. That was pretty exciting.
First match, Jake won the production division.
Actually, I wish I could say that now, but we looked up the scores and there was actually
third place, dude. That's fucking good.
I got
your
third
first
place.
match, third place.
Yeah, pretty fucking good.
I mean, I don't think anybody's ever done that.
First match ever, USPSA. I got third place. It's in my division. It's pretty. That's pretty good. I mean, I'll take bronze. Medaling, your first time shooting USPSA is pretty nice. It's a cool
now
thing.
you gotta tell people that it's out of 4.
We don't have to tell them anything. Jordan, the cool thing about that is that they don't need to know.
Well, you did. You said bronze.
Yeah, bronze, but you don't need to tell them how many people there were after me. Only one. I'll take third place as opposed to second to last.
Yep.
So,
Definitely.
but in overall for the whole day, with no divisions counted, I was fourth to last.
In what?
The
Oh,
whole-
yeah.
the whole deal.
Something like that. I mean, I can tell you for sure. Yeah. Fourth to last.
Still not very bad. My goal in this whole thing was to not get DQ'd, which I didn't do,
Nope.
and have fun, learn something, and not get last place.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to get last place. That was my only main goal in this whole thing. And it turns out that I didn't shoot as good as I thought I was going to, but it was still fun.
For sure.
How do you think let's start with you, Jordan.
Yeah.
How do you think you did?
Again, like you said, not as good as I thought I was. That's the thing that I like about this, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad that I sort of... I didn't do as bad as I could have. You know,
Right.
we could have got DQ'd. Thankfully, that didn't happen. But I learned a lot.
Oh, yeah, dude. I learned a lot, too.
Like, we were hitting fucking targets. Like, good. Pretty good. But our speed was not
No.
there.
I think the biggest thing was, like, we were talking before, too, was game planning or stage planning.
Yep.
And executing that stage plan efficiently.
Yeah.
That's the issue that I'm running into,
Yeah. Same here.
I guess. But
I think our fundamentals are okay.
I think so
Pretty
too.
good.
Yeah.
Like, we were shooting not the fastest in the world. We definitely could have picked up the pace. Mm-hmm. Like, we were shooting alphas mostly.
Yeah.
Got a few misses, but, like, I don't know. I can tell you on my end, my misses, there was one stage that I completely didn't even see a target there. And I just didn't shoot it. And then I hit a black no-shoot, which is a miss.
Yeah. Which is just a miss, though. It's not
And I didn't make up the shot because I just didn't see where it went. You know what I mean?
Oh, sure. Okay.
Because I thought I was hitting at least a Charlie. But, so yeah, that'd be 3 out of the 4 misses that I got. And my other one must have just been a pulled. No, actually, it was after a reload because I went to a slide lock like a fucking idiot. That was another lesson I learned too, is planning in your stage where to reload.
Yeah.
Because we were hitting slide locks like the first 3 stages.
Yeah. For real. I don't think I hit. I think I hit slide lock on all of them. I didn't hit like a single reload that was planned. I didn't hit a single planned reload. I was just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
And then the last
Just go
stage-
till you're out. You're out.
Yeah. And it fucked me in the last stage, but what do you do?
That fucks you in your time big. Mm-hmm. Like because you're moving anyway, you might as well find a spot that has the most travel and do a reload during that. Like, you're already moving, might as well do it.
Yeah, I forgot the guy's name, the old man. That's what he said, too. He's like, every time you move, just reload. Mm-hmm. You got plenty of... He's like, you got 4 mags? Dude, you're good. Every time you run, just hit a reload quick so you just never run out of ammo.
Yeah.
That's a good call, old man. That's a good call. It's a nice little tidbit of information.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, for sure. Next match I'm going to shoot, I'm definitely going to stage plan a lot better. Because, like, the last stage that we did, I went through that. Well, the last 2, I guess, went through a good 3, 4 or 5 times to lay it out and have a good plan and remember the plan.
Right.
You know? Because, like, some of them were getting a little bit long, whereas, like, I don't know, you have to do some kind of mental, like, landmark. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this is where there are going to be so many on this one, so many on this one, and so many on that.
Yep.
So you can like plan like your like checkpoints where you're gonna like stop and take shoots or shots. And there's also a lot there too that I kind of figured out where like, oh, I can shoot these ones on the move.
Yep.
So next time, it'll be better.
Definitely learned a lot. And that's the one thing is like the stage planning was fun, and but sticking to it is like a whole different thing. Once the timer, you hear that beep, and time starts running, you're just kind of like, okay. It's just so much going through your head at one time, so you just get kind of worked up. I guess I do, at least. I just got a little worked up in the competition where I'm like, okay, I want to be fast, but I want to be deliberate, but I want to be efficient, but I still got to shoot well. So it's like you have all this stuff that you're thinking about, then you don't think about like where you're going to hit your reloads or where all the targets are at, essentially, where you're just like, okay, shit, I ran past this one target, so now I have to backtrack to shoot it, so then go forward, and it's like, Because the first 2 stages that we ran, I pretty much walked them.
Oh, yeah, I did too. Yeah.
Pretty much walked them, because I'm just like, I just don't want to get DQ'd. That was like the biggest thing. I was so scared of getting hitting a 180 violation and getting DQ'd and be like, ah, damn it, now I have to sit here and watch Jordan shoot the rest of the time. I really want to be out there shooting.
Yeah.
You know?
That would suck.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun watching it, but it's a lot more fun watching you after I just got done shooting or before I go up to shoot. But it's like, if I couldn't shoot, I'd be like, damn it, sucks, dude.
Yeah.
You know? I just didn't want that to happen. And I didn't want to get last. So I hit all my goals, essentially. But what I learned from it, essentially, like stage planning and sticking to the stage plan are the 2 biggest things.
Yep.
Because that's what's going to make me more efficient. Because when I start like hesitating, that's where I like get all fumble fucked, and then the whole thing goes out the window.
Yeah.
For me, mentally.
Yeah, and that'll do that. Like, there's a really cool old dude that like kind of helped us out, and could tell he's been doing it for a while, you know.
Yeah.
And all that he said was like, I mean, he walked us through like the first stage. He's like, this is what my plan is going to be doing this. And walking through, I was like, oh wow, that makes a lot of sense. And it kind of broke down in your mind like where the barriers are and where the targets are in relation to the barriers as to like how you're supposed to shoot them. Like what the match director was probably thinking in his head when he set it up.
Yeah, right.
And all he said, I think you were with me too, and he said, just try to shoot alphas. Like, just walk through it. Don't try to be super fast right away. Just try to hit alphas. And, like, after that, it kind of set me up I thought it set me up to really just kind of understand how everything works really well instead of, like, trying to be fast as fuck and, like, you know, competitive.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know. It just helped you learn, like, how the courses work.
Yeah. Damn it, I'm sorry.
We're both battling a cold. So.
We are. We're going through it a little bit. Like, we're on the tail end of colds, and it's just kind of like, so we're going to have a few sniffles and a few little coughs here and there. And I'm not going to be able to sit through and listen to this whole podcast and cut them all out, guys. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry. If that turns you off, I apologize. Someday we will have a good setup where we'll have kill buttons. So if we need a hack, we could just fucking mute ourselves real quick. But we're not there yet. So sorry.
Yeah. But no, I feel good about
that older guy was awesome.
He was the shit, dude. Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
And everybody there was cool as fuck. I mean, I'm glad everybody was like super supportive and like just they were just willing to help a lot, you know, like run you through what their plan is going to be. And a lot of these dudes are really fucking good shooters, you know what I mean?
Oh
yeah. They were a lot better than us. And it's nice, you know, they can help you out and shit. And even though we're all in competition, so to speak, but
you're more or less in competition with yourself.
Yeah, there's nothing on the line. There's literally nothing on the line.
You're just having fun. But you have a time constraint. You have time goals and hit goals that you want to hit. You're really more or less in competition with yourself at this level that we're at. And, you know, as we get better, it'll get more and more competitive. But as of right now, you're just kind of trying to learn the ropes and have fun.
Yep.
You know, and that's the thing with these guys that like to do it. Like, they want more people into it because that helps grow the sport.
Yeah. And they're having fun too. So, like, you know, when people are having fun, they're generally not assholes.
Right.
So that was good. No, it was a really cool environment. It was a lot of fun. Like, just a blast. Not really knowing what the fuck is going on and having to figure it out, going through, making a plan, like trying to solve a puzzle, you know?
Yeah.
Then also the train up to it, like you nail your fundamentals down at your home range and you go and try to figure out this problem.
Yeah, cause this is the thing, like you can do a lot of training at home, but it's not really the same until you get there and you start doing it. And then it's just kind of like you just have to figure out on the fly at that point, which is really cool, I think.
Yeah.
Like just, you don't know what the stages are going to be beforehand. So you get there and you're just like, okay, this is how many targets it is. Oh, nice. Okay, let's move through here. Let's start here, flow this way and go that way, and kind of figure out how you're going to run the stage with no one ever knowing what it looks like, essentially, which is cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I was honestly surprised. I knew I was gonna have fun because you're shooting, and shooting is always fun. Mm-hmm. But I was surprised at like kind of how much fun it was. Like it was a blast. It was a really, really good time.
Yeah,
made me want to do it more and more and more for sure. But I don't know. They only do it once a month, and it's busy. For some reason, it seems like it always lands on weekends that have shit going on. Like a lot. I guess every weekend I have shit going on. That's probably why. But stuff that can't be moved,
right,
which sucks.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it to the next month.
Yeah,
match.
Should
roll solo if I have to, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Being there, the thing too. I mean, I was a little bit nervous going in. I mean, it's like anything. Like, I wasn't nervous about doing bad or anything like that. Really, it's just like I don't know. I'm not good at meeting new people. I'm socially awkward. I'm on my own, but like if I have somebody that I know, so I'm glad we went together.
Yeah, I'm too.
Because it would have been real awkward if I was there by myself. I mean, I would have figured out how to talk to people there, but
right. It's like I'm fairly outgoing, but at the same time, like going to a place like that when you're shooting and stuff, especially, it's like everyone already knew each other.
Yeah.
So you're just kind of like going there and just, I don't know anyone.
Yeah.
You're just introducing yourself to people and hoping that someone's going to be like, oh, and then start talking to you. Mm-hmm. But if no one does and you're just sitting there like a weirdo,
yeah,
at least it is nice going there with like you, where we could at least talk to each other, have a good time. Regardless.
It's like going to like a jiu-jitsu class by yourself. It's like you don't know anybody and they're all super tight and they're like, hey, fucking lay on top of me.
Like, okay.
Hey, let me beat the shit out of you real quick.
Okay, I guess it sounds fine.
Hi, I'm Jordan, and I'm tapping a minute later. Yeah,
and then you leave, and then you just assume like we left today, and you're like, I wonder if all those guys are got in their trucks, and it's like those guys fucking suck. It's like you leave a match or a jiu-jitsu class, and you're just like, everyone's just talking shit about me, saying how much I suck, but in reality, they're probably like, oh, it's nice to have two new guys show up. That's pretty cool.
They're cool,
but we're like, they fucking think we all suck. I suck, and you do better.
Yeah,
but.
No, it's cool though. I mean, I felt like we were amongst like-minded people, gun guys.
Yeah,
guys that probably do the same shit we do on our free time.
Yep.
Generally politically minded.
Yes.
Which lately is something that I am gravitating towards.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking wild out there. Like today, going to a shooting match, which we assume that everyone's going to be fairly similar, politically, I guess, because it's a shooting competition. But like seeing some of the stickers that people had on there, like, hell yeah, our people.
Yeah.
And like you just alluded to, it's like in today's day and age, I'm getting more and more unwilling to like speak to the other side, even just be around them. Like I don't even, as of right now in my life with what has just transpired in our nation, I'm just like, I don't even want to fucking talk to those people, dude. Like I'm just disgusted.
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
if anyone doesn't know for some reason what we're talking about, like Charlie Kirk from Turning Point USA, he got assassinated at a college in Utah
3 days ago.
3 days ago. If you guys didn't know that for some reason, which I'm sure everyone knows that and already, it's all over the news. It's all over social media. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's a huge deal. It's a really, really big deal. Did I know Charlie Kirk personally? No. Did he have his death going to impact my life personally? No. But he was a giant voice in conservatism. And if you guys aren't familiar with Turning Point USA or what Charlie Kirk has done, it's like he is huge with conservatism, like pushing Christian conservative ideas. And he went around the country And he just talked to people, debated with people. He went to college campuses and debated with college students. People were like, oh, why is this adult man sitting there like picking on all these kids? It's like, listen, it's not that he's picking on kids. First of all, Turning Point USA started when he was in school, when he was in college.
I can expand on that a little bit. I mean, like,
okay.
So academia, as well as the media and the arts and the humanities, blah, blah, blah. Academia is run by the left. It is run and controlled by the left. And that's not saying all the students are leftists. Actually, it's probably pretty close to 50-50 with students being leftists before enrollment and during enrollment. You know what I mean? So what Charlie Kirk saw with Turning Point USA was an opportunity to establish essentially campus clubs for conservative students.
They have them for the left. So.
They have them for the left. They have the LGBT coalitions and blah, blah, blah.
They have all their little clubs.
Their fucking little commie clubs. So he wanted to establish something that, like, college kids that are conservatives will have a place to go and, like, you know, talk to other conservatives in, like, an environment that is, you know, you don't have some blue-haired freak yelling in your face.
Yeah.
And the reason he does debate these college kids, and this is the point that the left likes to really pick on him about and have ever since he started, is because the professors aren't challenging these people's ideas. Like, college is supposed to be a place that you come in with infantile ideas and then you mold them and develop them, research them, and become an expert in them. And if you don't, and if something doesn't make sense, even after a thorough research and analysis, then it gets expelled. You just you forget it because it's useless. But the professors aren't challenging these kids because they made an example with Jordan Peterson in Canada.
Yeah.
So he challenged people. He's like, no, I'm here to challenge people's critical thinking abilities. And that if they still, after debate with opposition, believe these things and research them, then they can come back, debate again, argue their point, and then a point can be made.
Yep.
Like a point that is backed by the scientific method. Now, the professors aren't doing that. So,
right. Well, and
Turning Point USA and other groups like Turning Point USA, because I know like UNI, for example, University of Northern Iowa doesn't have like a Turning Point USA, but they have like a conservative club.
Okay.
So
I will say too on that, like, it's not that professors don't have an issue pushing back on ideas that students bring into class.
Yeah.
It's the fact that all the professors, when I say all, I am generalizing, it might not be 100%, but it's the vast, it's such a majority that it's acceptable to say all at this point. So all the professors, they don't mind pushing back on your ideas if they're, you know, even somewhat right-wing or Christian. They have no issue trying to deconstruct Christianity in college. But when you try upholding and speaking about Christianity, you get chastised and yelled at about being either a bigot or a Nazi or this or that or the other, or you're stupid because you're a Christian and you don't understand science, or separation of church and state. You shouldn't be talking about religion in school. Stuff like that. That's what you get hammered with, and you try talking about Christianity. That's one thing Charlie Kirk too. He's a big Christian. Like, that's his driving force in his life, in trying to bring those ideas to the college campus at a young age. And he started Turning Point University at 18, dude.
Yeah.
So it's like he was a kid. So that's what he was doing as a kid. And then he just kept doing it into his early 30s until he got assassinated.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like, he's not like he's an adult picking on college kids. He was a college kid that turned into an adult, that he kept doing the same thing. Because also, it's like, who's going to challenge him? Who's going to challenge the college kids if they're not being, like you said, challenged by professors? Who's going to do it?
Yes. And
Now fucking nobody. But
and there's been times where Kirk has been bested by a lefty.
oh yeah,
You know, and it'd be like, hey, you researched this, you affirmed this, and you proved to me that you know this well. I don't agree with you, but you understand what you're talking about, and I congratulate for that. I've seen numerous videos of him doing that.
yeah. I even seen a debate where he lost a debate to a deaf guy about having ASL interpreters like basically interpreting on stage with whoever's talking. Charlie Kirk said something one time where it was like, do we really need this? This is ridiculous. And then a deaf guy got there and was like signing. And it was like, no, we do need it because people could die because it's like closed captioning. Yes, we have closed captioning, but sometimes it's slower and sometimes people like it's not exactly correct. Sometimes it's wrong. If you have an ASL interpreter, it's a lot easier for deaf people to read sign than it is for them to read words. Mm-hmm. And Charlie's like, you're right, my bad. And then the dude was being a dick afterwards, but whatever. He was signing stuff and made Charlie do something that was actually really mean, I guess, to him. And Charlie didn't know what he was doing, so he's like, I don't know, fucking okay, I'll do it. Anyways, whatever.
Great.
It's fine, but when he loses gracefully. It's rare because he was super fucking smart and very well read and remembered a lot. He retained a lot of information.
Yeah. Yeah, and he was successful doing what he did. And here's how you know like liberals aren't getting challenged in the classroom by people on payroll to do the challenging. Is because like Charlie Kirk and like Steven Crowder's videos are super popular, and even leftists that aren't in college watch their videos and critique them, criticize them, mock them, talk shit. But there's no leftist that I see as a conservative doing these things. That's like debating conservatives on campus. You know what I mean?
No,
like at that level, like a lot of views that like Turning Point USA and Loud Earth Crowder gets is from the left as well. Like, you know, a lot of those numbers come from the left.
Yep.
And they get on there so they can like, oh, man, fuck you. You're so fucking wrong. I hate you, you bigot. And that's the thing, too, is that, you know, like, even when he was alive, but mostly post-death, too, it's like they're just constantly saying he's a bigot and he was, you know, hate speech is like the big keyword, like buzzword. Yeah. You know, he spread hate speech. He was racist. He was a fucking transphobe and blah, 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 misogynist. And it's like, I don't know. I've never seen that, I guess.
No, I didn't either. Honestly, fucking, hey, sorry, Ashley.
But that's the thing. They like, they can't fight it. So they're just like, let's just throw these words that people can't argue with against them. Because like, if you argue with them, then you're racist.
Right, and that's the thing. Is like Charlie Kirk was one of the guys like, that he was. I don't want milquetoast is the wrong term because that's like derogatory to people being like bland and boring. Because he wasn't bland or boring, but he was chill.
He's moderate.
He was moderate. He's respectful. He was nice. He was nice to people that he didn't agree with. He was like he seemed like a genuinely good guy, and he was, you know, obviously in his personal life he was a good father, good husband, a good friend, all these things. Like he's a very positive person in the world, and the left just couldn't handle it because he disagreed with him, and he was he's like an unstoppable force. Like he was very, very good at what he did. He's a very good debater. He's a very knowledgeable man, and he was likable. He was all the things. Like he was like a very good messenger of conservatism. But on top of all that, he's a great messenger for Christianity. And the left fucking hated him because there's one thing the left hates. That's God and, well, freedom. Essentially, I'll say it. Like they hate it. They are constantly trying to take away our freedom, and they don't like it when they're challenged on things. If they get challenged on things, they act like fucking toddlers, and they want to kick and scream. And it's like a cornered dog, like a cornered weak or like an ankle biter dog. You walk past them, you just look at them, and they're barking at you. It's like, dude, I could fucking punch you across this entire fucking town. You're gonna sit here and bark and nip at me.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna let it go because you're a small, weak little dog. But they're the ones that bite the most. Big dogs don't bite very much because I don't know what it is. If it's like the repercussions of their bite that's much greater, where they got like bred out. I don't know what it is, but like the right's bite is much stronger than the left. But the left keeps biting. They keep fucking nipping and nipping and nipping and nipping, and eventually that dog's gonna get punted across the fucking city, dude. And it's like that's not pretty. But at the same time, it's like stop fucking biting people.
Yeah.
Stop fucking biting people. That's what's annoying about it, this whole thing. And it's like you're constantly doing this shit. And then on top of it all, when Charlie Kirk does get assassinated in front of his fucking family and thousands of people, you get online, and the first thing that these fucking dweebs do is get online and start like mocking him and like celebrating and saying all these nasty fucking things. It's like, what are we doing? What are we doing here?
Yeah, it's like a picture when you're in high school, like those like weird booger eating dorks, like wimps, right?
Yeah.
Like in high school, they were pushed to the side, outcasted, so to speak. Now imagine if like those people got like a very large group of like institutional power within the high school. Like we know that you could fuck them up. Like the dudes with cauliflower ears could fuck up the fucking zit faces. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then now you can't beat them up even if they are beating you up. Like imagine what they would do with that power.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's what these groups of people are. Like they're a very small group. They're not normal. They're outcasted relatively, so to speak. They claim to champion all of these fucking things because that's how they get their power.
Right.
And they don't actually have, they do have power. Like they have power in academia. They have power in the media. And to a certain extent, up until recently, I think they've had power. They've had power over public opinion.
They have. And they
have
power over government too.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
Biden was controlled by him, dude, with the fucking squad. AOC,
Yes.
Ilhan Omar, Ralita Tlaib, whatever fucking name is. Like they're all fucking part of this whole crew that we're saying. Like honestly, like I hate to say it, but like the old school Democrats, like Nancy Pelosi and shit, like shitbag. She sucks, but she's not like that.
Yeah.
At least she has a bit of decorum and respect, even for people that she vehemently disagrees with.
Yeah.
And when Charlie Kirk got killed, I'm pretty sure she didn't say shit, which that's fine.
I used to work at a place that I was talking to one of my coworkers, and he was like, we got on the thing at politics or whatever, and whenever he started voicing his opinion, he was a very conservative guy. Whenever he started voicing his opinion, he like whisper it to me and like look around like, well, I'm actually like a Trump guy. I'm a MAGA guy. And it's like, why? You don't have to whisper it, bro. He's like, well, I just don't want to piss anybody off. And it's like, you don't see these people whispering in fucking corners. You know what I mean? Whispering to talk to somebody like-minded.
Right. They just say it.
If they heard you, they'd probably start screeching and belly aching and go to the fucking left-controlled HR department. You know what I mean?
Well,
that's the problem. Like,
but also they'll fucking kick and scream and screech the entire way.
Yeah.
And if you're say you're in school and if you're a teacher and you have a conservative kid and a liberal kid, you're gonna try kicking out the fucking psychotic liberal fucking screaming and crying, or you're gonna look at the conservative kid and be like, dude, you probably shouldn't have said that. Like, all I said was I think Donald Trump's doing a good job. Well, look what you did to this fucking kid. Now he's tismed out and freaking the fuck out, and I can't get him under control until you leave. So you just got to go. And then you're just like, yes, sir.
Yeah,
I'm out of here. Okay, sounds good. I'll take the hit. What are you gonna, like as a teacher? What are you gonna do? You're gonna kick that kid out that did nothing wrong, and keep the fucking psychopath. In order to quell him down, you're gonna kick out the kid that was not doing anything wrong. Mm-hmm. So that's probably why your friend was like, I need to whisper this because I don't really want to cause a scene, because then I'll get kicked out and there's never any repercussions for them because they're weak fucking retards, and no one wants to kick out a weak retard out of class because then they look like assholes. Everyone knows they're weak and stupid. Everyone knows it, so no one wants to do anything about it because they're weak and fucking stupid.
Right.
I'm not talking about the entire Democrat Party, but it's getting to be such a big part of the Democrat Party that it's slowly getting harder and harder to discern Democrat from psychotic liberal. It's getting harder to discern the two. So as this goes on, if the left doesn't change course and turn into more of a moderate Democrat platform, then you're just going to get lumped into fucking psychotic commies, and that's the way it's going to be. Like, you are the new Democrat Party is this. This is unacceptable.
Yeah.
This is unacceptable for American life.
Well, this is our opportunity and I don't want to sound like I'm using Charlie's death as like opportunism, so to speak, but I think this is what he would have wanted. Like,
I think so.
It's just zero tolerance. Like, so back in 2020 when George Floyd was killed, right?
Right.
Like let's pretend like a 9th grade math teacher went on the internet and started like dancing and laughing and like, I don't give a fuck about that motherfucker. Fuck him.
I'm glad that black dude got killed by that cop.
He's a piece of shit. He was a drug addict. He was a fucking woman beater. He was a rapist. He fucking, and he killed himself in that thing. Like, imagine if somebody said that on social media.
Well, I will
they
say,
would be fired instantly.
People did say it on social media, and the backlash was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But they didn't say it. But the difference is, Jordan, all those things are true.
Right. But
about George Floyd, he was a drug addict. He did eat all the drugs before he got put down by the cops. And yes, did the cop do a wrong thing? Absolutely. But also George Floyd, he was not innocent. Charlie Kirk was innocent.
Right. My point is, though, like,
I didn't mean to cut
you know, that we have now, we're seeing teachers, public officials, government workers losing their jobs. We're really seeing fucking game developers lose their jobs. Dude, Sucker Punch Studio, I think, has lost like five developers, which is hilarious.
Yeah, and they should be.
DC Comics writer got fired after her first issue for doing it.
Good.
And, like, that's the approach. You can't give them an inch. You can't, like, even you can't even see their point even a little bit with this. You know what I mean?
No, because
it needs to be even across the board. Look at it like George Floyd. And I also agree that if anybody did that during the George Floyd times, honestly, I would think in my mind, you kind of had it coming, dude. You probably should have refrained from that. You know what I mean? Not that I disagree with it.
What'd you say?
I said during the George Floyd situation, like if people did that online, like mocking his death and stuff like that. Because in my opinion, somebody died, dude. Like, have some fucking decorum.
Oh, yeah. No, you're saying like if they got like fired from the job for doing that to George Floyd.
I would think in my head, like, you're not wrong, but like you had that coming, dude. Like, you should have read the room.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, don't be dumb.
Yeah, don't be an idiot. I will say the whole thing with George Floyd is vastly different in the stance that Charlie Kirk was 100% innocent. George Floyd was not innocent, but he didn't deserve death. Absolutely.
Yeah, for
George
sure.
Floyd did not deserve death.
Absolutely
he doesn't deserve to be mocked after death either, especially shortly after death. Like, obviously, there's a point in time in everyone's lives where, you know, tragedies get masked by dark humor. That's part of life. It is what it is. And there's a time and place for it, but not right now. And it's also not even dark humor. It's just being a fucking asshole. But George Floyd, the whole thing is like, he didn't deserve to die, but he was like, you know, like he was in a weakened state, you know, and a normal person probably would have died in that instance, but then he did because he was already in a weakened state, you know, kind of deal. But also, like, the people that were talking about that stuff, like, just talking about it, just in general, talking about George Floyd, like, well, you know, like, he did have like a lot of fent in other drugs in his system when this happened. So, like, is it from the knee and the neck thing, or is it from other things? Like, just questioning that stuff, that's okay. And questioning the motive of Charlie Kirk's death, that's okay to do. Yeah. But sitting there, like, celebrating his death, I'm pretty sure, I don't think I've seen anyone on the right celebrating in George Floyd's death. I'm pretty sure, actually, I'm pretty positive, after George Floyd died, it was almost unanimous across the board where everyone was like, that was fucked up. And that was hard to watch. And that cop should be held to the full extent of the law and on his wrongdoings, because it looked terrible. And if it was against the rules and against policy and all that stuff, he needs to be held accountable. And even everyone that I seen on the right at the time, they're like, hell yeah, he needs to be held accountable. That was fucking wrong. And then the BLM riots happened. And then they trashed everything across the entire country. And then everyone's like, fuck this and fuck you. You know, like, this is crazy. Like, everyone was on your side. Yeah. Everyone was on your side. And then you fucking ruined it. Oh, and don't forget. And now Charlie Kirk's death, it's like, there was none of that. There was never none of, like, the whole, like, across the board, everyone's like, that was fucked up. That person needs to be held accountable. There was so many people online saying, like, hell yeah, the shooter did a good job, soldier to the shooter. Fuck Charlie Kirk. He's a fucking piece of shit. Saying all this stuff about Charlie immediately after death like that, it's like, this is wrong. Like, this is fucking wrong. And he was 100% innocent. He was doing nothing wrong. He was exercising his First Amendment right to speak. And you guys murdered him for it. Yeah. For sure. That's where it's different. Because I've seen people online talk about this too, where they're like, well, what about this? What about this? Like, the left loves whataboutism. And it's like, first of all, if that's all you have, get fucked. You're not doing this in good faith. You're not a good faith person. Yeah. You're a fucking piece of crap, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're arguing in whataboutisms. Get fucked. You don't care.
Yeah, I have a response to those. So lately, they've been really liking to bring up the Minnesota lawmaker that got murdered in her home by a guy that was dressed up as a police officer, but he wasn't.
Right.
They love to bring that up now.
They do.
Even though when it happened, they didn't give a fuck.
No.
Because at the time, they thought it was a leftist that killed him.
Wasn't it?
Supposedly not.
I think
He was appointed by Walsh, but apparently at one point he was a MAGA guy. But I don't know if he was like politically affiliated at the time
are we talking about the shooter?
of murder. Yeah.
Okay. He was appointed? He was in government?
He was in government.
Holy fuck.
For a period of time. I don't remember
shit.
what he did. It was not a big, huge high role.
Okay.
But I remember when that happened, I remember thinking, this is fucking insane. Like, this is like political assassination is like a thing now. And I remember like talking to people about it, and a lot of people did not give a fuck. Leftists, I didn't see a single. Now I'm seeing people talk about it in opposition to not in opposition, but a way to mock people that are affected by Charlie Kirk's death.
Mm-hmm. Be like, oh, I didn't see you getting all up in arms about the Minnesota
you didn't care
lawmakers.
about that. Well, what about that? And it's like, we talked about that too. That was fucking 3 months ago, bro. Mm-hmm. Like we did talk about that.
We talked about it.
I talked about it a lot to a lot of people, and I thought it was absolutely insane. Like, that's not right. And I don't see. I'm not going to say who it is. HT, right? You know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. I didn't see them talking about it.
No,
because they didn't know about it. They didn't know about it until they fucking went for an AI answer for like, what's a good way to make this, like, to respond to this.
Help me, chat.
Give me a whataboutism to go against the Charlie Kirk thing to make people feel dumb. Like, they like to bring that up. They also like to bring up these school shootings, like the Minneapolis school shooting. Yeah, we talked about that a lot. We talked a lot about how it's messed up to get your children on puberty blockers and gender reassignment surgeries. We talked about that.
First of all, we also didn't. When you're going to bring up the school shooting and the Catholic school shooting that just happened not too long ago, because I'd seen the left do that too. We're like, oh, I wish you'd care more about when school shootings happen. You fucking guys don't even care about it.
You guys don't care.
Because the shit I seen online about that was like, ha ha ha, I wish there'd be more.
Yeah, and they also like to bring up,
like, what the fuck,
this is
man?
another example of American gun violence and American gun culture, and we need to get, AOC has been loving this lately. She's been saying,
loved it, dude.
We need to start more common sense gun control, and fucking, it's like, no, we talked about that too. We talked about that at length. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Last episode.
There is a gun issue, and you know what the issue is? Not enough people have them. Not enough people are training with them. We're not allowed to take them in enough places.
Yes.
That's the issue.
You're holding people
So
back from exercising.
you don't like our solution. That's fine. We don't have to agree on solutions, but don't say we didn't care and that we didn't talk. We did. Plain and simple, dude. And it's so fucking frustrating because it's like when you argue with a very low IQ individual, like they love to say, well, like, you know, you have an issue that's completely off topic, and then they'll say, well, 2 months ago, you fucking, you did that. What about that? That was pretty dumb. It's like, yeah, it was. But let's keep this topic on this right now.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do. They have nothing to do with each other.
No, and I seen this other guy. It fucking bothers me because we actually served with him. I'm not gonna say his name either, but he's not being terrible, but he talks about how, like, he had this big long post about it and stuff like that. It's like, oh, we need to fucking chill and all this other stuff and and common sense gun control and all this other shit. And it's like, dude, but he tries to be like, and this is also what's frustrating. Like, these people are like left of center. They try to say like, well, I'm moderate. I also dig on the left when they do things wrong. It's like, when?
Yeah.
You can't just say like, oh, I dig on the left. Like when Biden was farting and falling asleep at the EU meeting, I didn't think that was very cool. It's like, okay, but you didn't do anything. You don't actually care. Like you don't actually criticize anyone on the left. You just like to say that you do, because when you're talking to a bunch of conservatives, then you think that it gives you some sort of like grandstanding platform where it's like, take me more seriously, because I also do it to people on the left. Like, no, you don't, dude. No, you don't. Not to this extent either. And you're not even calling out people that are doing these terrible things, like mocking this dead father and husband. They did nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. Same with those children in the Catholic school. They did nothing wrong. These people did nothing wrong, and the left is taking their anger out on these innocent people because they are losing arguments.
Yeah.
And the transgender is just a fucking mentally ill psychopath that was completely fucking distraught, saw himself in the mirror as a demon. Like, did you see those drawings of the transgender?
Yeah.
Saw himself in the mirror as a demon, highly confused. And I'm not going to lie to you, dude. I'm getting very close in my head being like, this is like a lot of these people are acting like they are possessed by demons. Like, it's crazy, dude. Like, I can't imagine being that fucking cold. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And this is the whole thing too. Is like, I want justice. I want the shooter to get. I want justice. Mm-hmm. You know, whatever that looks like. The death penalty, life in prison, whatever. I want to see actual justice prevail. And the left wants to exalt him like Luigi Mangione.
Yeah, for sure. I've seen some pretty disgusting tweets by a guy. He worked for Bungie Studios, a game developer.
Oh shit!
Created like Halo and shit.
Yeah.
And he said something to the effect of like Mario from the Mario Brothers would be proud, or Luigi would be. They should have named him Mario, so Luigi would be proud, or some shit like that. Fucking stupid, but like
they're comparing the Charlie Kirk shooter to
Luigi. Mangione.
Oh jeez.
So it's like the Mario Brothers, you know?
Yeah.
Like fucking.
It's fucking disgusting.
Number
dude.
one, you're a fucking dork. Number two, that's just not very cool.
No, it's not cool at all, dude.
But he's lost his job.
It's
all these
disgusting.
motherfuckers have lost their jobs. Which, I'm going to be honest, like, I'm not much of an optimist. You know this.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm liking what I'm seeing. With all these people getting fucking fired.
It's better than the alternative.
Yeah.
The alternative is not pretty, dude, and I don't want to see it.
No.
Like me and you, we've been to war, dude. We don't want a civil war.
No.
Like, that's not something that anyone ever wants. There was a civil war here before, a long time ago. That thank God no one remembers because it's such a long time ago.
Terrible.
But terrible, dude. Mm-hmm. Massive amounts of death.
Yeah.
We don't want to see that. Nobody wants to see that. But fuck, man.
Yeah.
Like, stop doing this. Like, that, I'm pleading to the left. Like, get control of yourselves. I want to sit down and have important dialogue happen between the two parties.
Yeah.
I want to see good things. I want everyone to be on the same page with American ideals. You know, the freedom of the Americans have that enjoy today. I want to see everyone at least have the same morals and ideals in this country. And we can argue about everything else. We can argue about healthcare. We can argue about all that other shit. We can argue about fucking immigration. We can argue about all the other stuff. We can argue about LGBT shit. I don't care. The fundamentals have to be the fundamentals. Mm-hmm. If people in a country don't like the morals and ideals of the country that they're in, then you gotta go. You gotta fucking go and stop poisoning this fucking country with your bullshit ideas, because that's not what America is. America stands for freedom. The freedom of speech, the freedom of religion, the right to keep and bear arms, all these things. There's so many amendments, I can't even name them all off because I'm not a fucking poli-sci kind of graduate kind of guy. But in America, we take it for granted how free we actually are and how great this country actually is. And it bothers me when I see these people just blatantly like losing touch with what America is.
Here's the issue.
Especially when they're in fucking office like Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib and all these other fucking cocksuckers. Like, get them out of here.
Yeah.
They don't deserve to be in office. They don't even deserve to be in this fucking country.
I agree. And I agree because there is an alternative to
firings.
A boogaloo.
Yeah.
You know? And so, like...
We don't want that either.
The left they don't challenge each other. That's the issue. That is the number one issue.
Oh, they do this. Oh, yeah. Oh,
yes.
Okay,
Yes, even if they don't agree, they will nod their heads. They'll fucking fall in line. They'll do whatever they need to do to be a part of it. Mm-hmm. Because let's say we're conservatives, right? Do you agree with everything that every single Republican says or does?
Absolutely not.
I don't either. There's a lot of things I don't agree on. But I consider myself a conservative because we agree on the core issues and we debate the issues that we don't agree on. like we do. And like I have no issue debating a conservative at all.
Absolutely not.
Because every time
also,
I do,
you know it's going to be done in good faith.
Right. They are actually going to take it in. They're going to think if they were challenged, they will take it in. Mm-hmm. That's why you see a lot of like libertarian leaning conservatives now. That's why the populist right was a very popular political message. That's why Donald Trump is in office right now, not Jeb Bush.
Right.
100%.
Yeah. 100%.
Because the neocons
absolutely.
failed. The neocons did what the left is doing right now. They didn't challenge each other enough.
You're right. And it's because of the war.
The populist right does it really well. Charlie Kirk, Steven Crowder, fucking even Matt Walsh, Ben Shapiro. They're good debaters because they have been challenged a lot by their peers. So they're like, all right, you are ready for battle. Go out there and do it. You know what I mean? You formulated.
Take it to the streets.
I don't agree with everything you say. And Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh, Charlie Kirk, none of them, they all had beliefs that some of them didn't believe with.
They didn't agree on everything.
But they worked together.
Ben Shapiro is a fucking radical Zionist.
Yeah.
And I am not. And you are
Charlie
not.
Kirk was not.
Charlie Kirk was not. He was a little bit towards the beginning, but then he started changing.
And
it's like people can, and that's the other thing. On the right, you can change your mind. Your mind can be changed and your ideas can shift without repercussion, as long as you still agree on the fundamentals.
Yeah, you won't get excommunicated.
You won't get excommunicated.
But in the left, Joe Biden and AOC, I bet you disagree on almost everything internally. But they will not challenge each other. Nope. They won't. Fucking Trump's been challenged countless times. And I'm going to fully admit Trump's not the best at this.
No, he's not.
He's very biased but whatever, he's the big dog. He's also number one right now.
He's also a billionaire boomer.
Yeah.
Boomers in general are hard to tell them they're wrong.
But I also,
he's also
I can take that back because I bet you RFK and Donald Trump disagree on a lot.
Yeah, right.
But RFK will do what Trump needs him to do. Trump needs him to do something, and Trump said, "You can do that well. I want you to do that."
Right. Well, they did.
But when RFK probably isn't going to give him foreign policy advice.
Right. But when RFK was running for president as a Democrat, trying to challenge Joe Biden, he didn't say very nice things about Trump.
Yeah.
He said actually pretty mean things. He's like, well, I might have to debate this motherfucker and go run against him. But then he lost, and he's like, well, shit. And then Trump was like, hey, Bobby, you got good ideas. Get in here. I can't do a Trump accent. I don't know why I went mobster on him, but I did. But it's like, he can look past that and be like, hey, you know what? I got a spot for you. We're going to make America healthy again. He's like, fuck yeah, that's my main topic, man.
Yep.
Put me in there, coach.
For sure.
And Trump put him in there.
Tulsi Gabbard.
Same thing.
She's great on foreign policy. That's what Trump needs Tulsi Gabbard for. You know what I mean?
Boom. They didn't agree on a lot.
No.
But they agreed on that. And he's like, I got a spot for you.
But the left needs to challenge themselves. They have to. And they have to learn to work with people that don't agree with every single thing. The left needs some, non-LGBT people. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
But they're not going to let them in. But they need some kind of populist movement. That's, in my opinion, that would fix a lot of shit.
Their populist movement is socialists.
Right.
The populist right.
Here's the thing, too. And here's the thing, too, is that their populist movement is controlling. It's a minority in the Democrat Party, but it's controlling the whole Democrat Party. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, they need to do something to do that because I'm telling you right now,
real quick,
this is a boiling point for right wingers.
It is.
And this is a point where they're either going to say, you guys need to unfuck yourselves or we're going to fuck you.
Yeah.
And that's not good. That's really bad.
It's really bad.
And to see dead Americans on the street would be a very, very bad thing.
No one wants to see it.
Nobody wants to see it. I don't. I mean, I take that back. Some people want to see that. Some people want to see that right now.
Well, the thing is, too, the fucking... The leftists that are calling for this kind of stuff, that are constantly calling for violence, they don't necessarily want to do it themselves because they know that they're not equipped. What they want is Big Daddy. They want someone to come take control of Big Daddy government and take care of it for them. And they can just reap the rewards of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's another thing. But there's getting to be enough people that are willing to take that into their own hands. But they're going to do it like cowards. They're going to do it like fucking cowards. They're going to, they're going to be. But that's the thing. It's like they've been doing it like cowards, and because they can't show up and face battle in person, so they're going to have to do. They're like cornered dogs, and they have to attack from somewhere.
They're going to do.
So they're going to do it like this.
This is what they're going to do if it ever comes to that point. They're going to make it look like January 6th, right? So they're going to have a battleground somewhere. We'll say downtown Portland. I don't even like to be specific about it because if something happens there,
I feel really shitty.
The gun pointed at me.
Downtown, urban, somewhere, America.
Fucking somewhere, it's going to happen, or if it does, it might. Who knows? But there's going to be 1 or 2 people killed. There's going to be shit destroyed, and they're going to say this is the next 9/11, or this is the worst. This was worse than January 6th, and January 6th was worse than Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
So
they like to say that stuff too. It's like
they like to do that where it's like they make mountains out of molehills.
Yeah.
And because they own the media apparatus, so that gets propagandized.
But the thing is, dude, like January 6th, let's be honest. Like now they're all being very honest with ourselves.
No big deal.
The only person that died was one of the quote unquote insurrectionists.
Yeah. Shot by a cop, yeah.
Shot by a cop. They didn't fucking do anything, dude. No. Were they threatening? Yes.
They were escorted by police through the Capitol.
Did they wear threatening clothing? Sure. Was one guy pretending to be Spider-Man on the walls with zip ties hanging from his pants? Yes. But that's all it was. It wasn't fucking like assassinations. It wasn't attempted assassinations and murderers. It wasn't murdering.
No. They weren't vandalizing. Well,
some vandalism, sure.
There's some vandalism, but like they weren't. They didn't block off downtown LA and fucking throw bricks at cops and throw bombs at cops.
It's different when you're vandalizing something like a Capitol and vandalizing someone's private property that they've put their heart and soul into, and trying to and scratching together every penny that they have in order to pay the bills and stuff. Like that's someone's personal livelihood. That's much different than taking a shit in the Capitol.
It's even much more different.
It's much more different than sitting in Nancy Pelosi's fucking desk.
It's even much more different than throwing bricks at cops.
It's way different.
At riot cops when there's an active riot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not good.
Yeah.
Don't think you should do it.
Nothing happened to those. Well, I shouldn't say nothing happened to those people. Some people got arrested, but like they couldn't arrest them all.
Well, it bothers me, dude. I was doing a little bit of research on this whole situation. I'm like, God dang, dude. Like after Charlie Kirk, I'm like, the left is getting violent, dude. Like really violent. And I'm like, they're like way more violent than like the right is. And so I was doing some Googling and stuff like that. I think I just Googled like, why is the left so violent? And every article and every AI and everything that I was searching, like, well, actually, the radical right is actually way more violent than the radical left. When the radical left gets mad, it's just mainly property damage. But when the radical right gets mad, it's mass shootings. And I'm like, are you on? What are you talking about? Like, okay, maybe when you're talking like historically, because like the Buffalo shooter. I mean, you remember that? The Buffalo, New York shooter?
No.
Well, he went through and shot like a shit ton of people in a grocery store. And the El Paso shooter, he went through Walmart and shot a shit ton of Mexicans because he was mad about immigration.
Yeah.
You're right. Extremist, radical, right-winger. Did anyone okay that? Did anyone say like, hell yeah, brother. You're doing the Lord's work. Good job. Good job gunning down all those Mexicans.
Beto O'Rourke had something to say about it. Hell yes, we'll take your AK-47s. Right. Hell yes, we'll take your AR-15s.
Yeah, they got that to say. But no one on the right was like cheering on this murderer.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, fucking kill him. That's a no good person. He's a murderer and a psychopath, and we need to dispatch him, get him out of our country. And we need to get the full dick of the law in here and take care of that piece of crap. Same with the other one. But then when the left murders and the left creates political violence, and when the left does these things, it's met with cheers from their side. Cheers and soft condemnation.
Yeah. They'll say things.
Soft condemnation.
They'll say things like, kill all fascists. And then they define a fascist as somebody with right-leaning political views. You know what I mean? They'll say, like, punch Nazis. Right?
What's a Nazi?
A person with right-wing political views.
Someone that's like really, really white right wing. What's really, really white right wing? Charlie Kirk. Well, first of all, newsflash for you, dickweed.
Yeah, imagine
not really, really white right wing.
Imagine right wingers walking around saying like kill all commies.
Well,
what's a commie? Person with left wing political views.
People do say that, but we're talking like Communist Party stuff. No, there's no Communist
I
Party.
mean, imagine just like walking around and saying that shit.
Right. But then taking it out on everyone that's a Democrat.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like kill all commies. That guy's a commie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if he dies. You know what I mean? Like that'd be pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
But that doesn't happen. That shit just doesn't happen.
No, dude. And the thing is, like, I have left-wing friends as of right now still. We'll see if that continues after this episode, but
that sucks.
Yeah. But there are some people that I do we'll see. As of right now, they haven't said anything crazy. So it's like, oh, maybe they're one of the few good ones, I guess, maybe. But at the same time, it's like, dude, it's getting harder and harder and harder to look around and see people that are on the left and being like, all right, it's getting to the point where it's like, I don't feel comfortable having them in the country. I don't want them deported. I don't want them killed or taken care of or anything like that. That's what I'm saying. But it's getting to the point where I'm like, dude, I don't like you.
Yeah, just get away from me.
It's getting to the point where I fear that we are going to be. I'm trying to be really careful when I say, but I fear that we're getting to the point where we can't live peacefully amongst each other anymore, and it's not. And from like, it's not our fault. I'm trying to be very careful, but it's like that's how I feel.
It's like after 9/11, if somebody came up to you and said, "Hey, I'm a member of Al Qaeda. How you doing, man?"
Yeah, right. Like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to kill you.
Well, hey, you're here for some reason in this country after your people killed like 3,000 of ours. But
real
like,
bold of you.
Just fucking go away. Like, just go.
I just, that's like, whoa, shit. Put him down on his face. Call the cops.
Well, yeah. But like, that was a hyperbolic analogy. But
September 13th, 2001, someone walks in with a hijab. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, and rightfully so, because they kind of blew up the Twin Towers.
I wasn't hanging out with dudes from Afghanistan, that's for sure.
Yeah,
right.
No way. No fucking way.
Or Iraq either, really.
No one.
Like, I don't know.
Talk about xenophobia.
They might
go back to 2001, brother.
Take a video of me with like getting my fucking head chopped off.
Yeah, but now it's like whatever, because the wounds have healed. Granted, there are still a lot of Islamists out there that are not very moderate.
Yeah, well,
and those people need to be like figured out by hopefully other moderate Islamists, where they can either talk some sense into them or figure it out some other way, whichever way that is. But when people start getting radicalized, that's the issue. Whether it's radical Islamists, radical leftists, radical fucking right-wingers.
I'll tell you one thing. The only religion I've ever had where they have physically made me accommodate to them has been Muslims.
That is true.
I've never experienced that with Christians or Jews, really any other religion at all, ever. Christians can get annoying. You know, like they can be like, oh, let me fucking pray. Can I hold your hands and pray? Like, no, man, we're good. Thanks.
I'll pray when I get home, dude.
Fucking weird.
Yeah.
But like Muslims, they make you accommodate to them.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not cool with that.
I'm not either. And it's not all Muslims, obviously. But no,
it's not.
It's enough of them to be annoying.
It's not all of them, but it's always them.
Correct.
So
that is true. And it's getting to the point now where it's like in the left, it's like, okay, same thing. We have to accommodate them.
Right.
Sure.
And coincidentally, like the biggest atheistic, Satan worshiping, like, I hate religion. They are like, well, but if you don't like Muslims, you're a fucking bigot. It's like, dude, you're more bigoted. You hate way more religions than you like.
Yeah.
Like, you are vehemently anti-theistic.
Uh-huh.
And like,
you're an evangelical atheist, brother.
I'm not going to like tell you any of my spiritual views or anything. I just leave it to myself. but like you're gonna hate me because I'm not like a anti-God guy.
Right, and that's honestly what like it's like everyone. I think everyone that's honest is an honest Christian has like battled with Christianity, and God even says that too. It's like I don't want you just following me blindly. Get challenged. Like Christianity is a challenging religion. It's a religion worth challenging, is what I'm trying to say actually, because it's true. From what I've seen and read and everything else, like Christianity is true. It is the one true religion, and I 100% believe that because I have done my due diligence and I've read enough of other religions and other things where it's like, and I've entertained atheist theology, if you will. I don't know what you call it, and looked at it that way, and it's like, yeah, but Christianity really answers, honestly, all the questions. So I'm going to stick with that. And if you don't want to, it's a free country, whatever. Cool. But when you start talking about religion to some atheists, they get really liberal on you. They get like really lefty on you and start like trying to demean you when you're saying what you believe. And it's like, I didn't sit here and do that to you when you're telling me what you believe, even though it's horse shit.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not sitting here doing that though, but you're going to get mad at me because I'm a Christian?
Yeah.
Like that doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to get mad at you because you're an atheist. I'm going to pray for you. I'll talk to you about Christianity and stuff, but I'm not going to like get mad at you for not choosing Christianity, dude. I'm just not going to do it. Like it's not worth it to me. But you're going to get mad at me for, why are you getting mad at me that I'm a Christian? Why? Like, what does that make sense? Just like, why are you going to get mad at me? Because I like guns. And I think that the Second Amendment shouldn't be fucking messed with. Why do you hate me for that?
Yeah.
Then they're going to turn around on Charlie Kirk and be like, well, he did say some gun deaths are necessary in order to uphold the Second Amendment. Mm-hmm. Okay, yes. I agree. I agree with Charlie Kirk. Some gun deaths is a thing that we have to live with. But guess what? If we didn't have guns, it'd be stabbings. And if we didn't have knives, it would be beatings.
Yeah.
People are going to get senselessly killed no matter what the weapon is, dude. What are you going to do? Take away everything that's dangerous?
Right. And it's funny. It's an interesting dichotomy because, like, I remember back in the early 2000s when I was, like, around the age to start voting and shit, I was not right-wing at all. Like, no. I mean,
I remember that stage.
I liked the left-leaning side a little bit more because they were having the same level of, like, debates that conservatives are having now. Mm. You know what I mean? Like, they were just, they didn't buy in hook, line, and sinker the whole entire script. Like, they were challenging each other. They were challenging the status quo a lot. You know, some were anti-war, some were fucking war hawks. You know, like some were against the war on drugs, some were big-time drug warriors. It was a melting pot. And, like, it kind of birthed freedom of, like, critical thinking. Yep. You know, and it was a great place at the time. And now it's changed. It's changed the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Now it's like the conservative side is a lot more open to differing points of view. Yeah. And like saying, hey, we don't agree on everything, but you know what?
Let's talk about it.
We believe in freedom, and we want to make this country a better place. Mm-hmm. So let's see what our visions are for that and see if you can have a window in the house.
Yeah.
Where the left is just like, no, board up the fucking windows, get security on the door. Hey, recite the creed. Okay, you're in.
Yeah. Well, I just want to get to the point where we all agree on the fundamentals of this country so we can get back to like arguing about dumb shit that doesn't really matter, you know, and doing that stuff like, oh, okay, like this time we're arguing about fucking LGBTQ. Like, okay, we can have that argument. That's fine. As long as it's in good faith and we're not going to like sit here and like other people because they don't think that men can be girls and girls can be boys. Yeah. Like this, just because we don't agree on that. Like, are you scientifically and biologically incorrect? 100%. Does it really matter? Not really.
Yeah.
Now, if you're going to do it to kids, that does matter. It changes things. Now we need to fix that because that's immoral.
There's a lot of statistics that go against this massive toxic groupthink. and intolerance that leftists are propagating. And Democrats and liberals, I mean, dude, Tulsi Gabbard is a lifelong Democrat. Fucking RFK Jr., lifelong Democrat, generational.
Still considers himself a Democrat.
Right, but forced independent. Tulsi Gabbard, excommunicated. Mm-hmm. Fucking...
all because she dared go against the golden goose.
They need to grab their fucking balls and say, I don't agree with those fucking weirdos. And if I'm the weirdo for it, so fucking be it.
I get what you're saying, Jordan. They need to grab themselves by the balls, but they can't because they cut them all off.
Yeah, they cut them off, yeah. But,
Zinger.
and you saw it in the Gavin Newsom interview with Sean Ryan. Sean was not pushing him hard at all, and this is the reason I don't subscribe to the Sean Ryan podcast anymore.
I like Sean Ryan, I think
I like him.
I think I like him as a person.
It's hard for me to respect his interviewing style.
That bothered me because he had very, 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 very little pushback on things that Sean Ryan claims to be very passionate about. And he had nothing.
And I don't think Sean.
Like, okay,
I don't think Sean is
good. Gov.
I don't think Sean's stupid because
I don't think so either.
The things that he knows a lot, which is like military stuff.
Yeah.
He doesn't actively push against people, but he does like. I don't know, man. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, and leaves it at that.
Yeah. Okay, that's weird. How'd you do that? That doesn't make any fucking sense. But like the Gavin Newsom interview, he was like, "So do you believe that children should be able to get gender reassignment surgery at like the age of, I can't remember the number, arbitrary number." But Gavin's fucking word saladed his way around it.
Yep.
So that he didn't say yes and he didn't say no. Mm-hmm. It's like, dude, that is a sure sign of a coward.
So ask the question again. Like, okay, I get what you're saying, but
say what you think. Mm-hmm. Don't recite the fucking reptilian agenda. Just say the real thing.
I think, me personally, I think Gavin's office got Sean Ryan on the fucking whole, like, here's the questions kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, don't push him too hard on these things because it's disrespectful.
Yep.
And we got you, Gavin Newsom, in here. Like, let's, like, stick to the script kind of thing. And Sean Ryan's going to be like, well, Joe Ryan said too, is like, when he was saying, like, I'd have Kamala Harris on, but it hurt. People didn't want to come in here. And he's like, I'd even take, like, a script, not a script, but, like, scripted questions and stick to that. That's fine. I just wanted to, like, have a conversation with her, I guess, about it. It's like, well, that's not a conversation then, dude.
That's what grossed me out about
an
Sean.
interview.
That's what grossed me out about Sean Ryan, because it's so obvious that's what happened.
That's what happened.
And
like, don't push
instead
him too
of
hard on these
having
things.
like a moral compass, he's looking at the viewer count. Oh man, YouTube would have a big payout on this one.
Well, I think that actually,
this would really bump up my numbers, and then all it did is alienate his audience.
I think honestly, if we're gonna get a little bit of conspiracy on this thing, I would not be surprised if Gavin Newsom's office paid Sean Ryan a substantial amount of money for him to come on, knowing that Sean Ryan has a much more right-leaning audience. So Gavin could come on there and be like, hey, we're going to pay this money to get Gavin on. Here are the questions. Don't press him too hard.
Yeah, he's going to cuss every other word to appeal to your audience. Because that's what military guys do. They just cuss incessantly for no reason.
Right. So you can ask the questions, but don't press him too hard on him. Just ask him and let him do his thing. And then we'll all have a good time. You'll get a bunch of views on YouTube. We paid you a bunch of money. Everything will be kosher. And then he'll have access to your audience, and people will realize that he's not a complete fucking psychopath lefty. And Sean's like, yeah, all right, that sounds like a good deal. Maybe I'll do that. That sounds like sounds fine to me. Sure, let's do it. I don't know if that happened. I could see that happening.
Yeah, it's all speculation.
Because Gavin Newsom's he does his own podcast now. He's trying to do that whole thing where he's like, let's talk on from both sides.
Yeah,
let's be fucking moderate. Let's talk to everybody.
Yeah, and that's faux moderate, dude. Like that's not real.
It's faux moderate because you weren't moderate from the rip, you fucking cunt.
Yeah, you're not moderate. You whatever. I'm not going to get started on California.
No, I hear you. Never was moderate. Can't faux moderate now.
No. If you're moderate, okay, speak out against the squad.
Yeah.
Speak out against the LGBTQ. The alphabet mafia.
Speak
out against them, dude.
Stand up and be a fucking
against
leader.
them for sure. Alienate them. Say, fuck you. You ain't got a place in the Democratic Party.
You want to be a leader?
That's what Trump did when he fucking got in the Republican Party. If you were a neocon warhawk, I don't want you around.
Get the fuck out of here.
You're fired, dude.
This is not your party anymore, dude.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
You're fired, and I'm hiring
what?
the next gen.
Guess what, Jordan? Fucking bitchwad McCain went to, like, The View.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What's her fucking name?
I can't. I don't know.
Whatever. McCain.
Yeah.
Or Cheney. Liz Cheney.
No, it was
or
McCain.
McCain. Whatever, dude. Those girls, they left because Trump's like, hey, you bitches are neocons, like your dads. Get out of here. Yeah. They're like, man, fuck you. I'm a Republican. I'm a generational. Like, in this, you can't just come in here and tell me what to do. Get out of here. Get. No one wants you here. We're done with the wars. This is the new Republican Party.
Yeah.
And then the left needs to do that now. Like, hey, you're fucking saying all this nasty stuff about Charlie Kirk. Get out of here. You're done. You're no longer a part of this. You want to, okay, finish out your term, but we're going to primary you. Trump said that all the time. Like, hey, you're not living up to the standard of the new Republican Party here. We're going to primary you. Two other Republicans, like, you're getting primaried. Why aren't they doing that now? Why isn't Gavin Newsom? Who's in charge of the left, dude? Who is the leader of the left right now?
I mean, I would probably say Gavin Newsom. Honestly,
I would say that too.
He's going to run for the next presidential spot.
Gavin Newsom or whoever that one dude is, Shapiro, the Jew Democrat, the governor of Pennsylvania.
Never heard of her.
All right, well, he's one too. He's a front runner for the next presidency.
What about the Indian Jamaican guy in New York? What's that fucking weirdo's name?
Mamdani?
He's like Indian, but then he like claims he's like Jamaican, or he claims he's African.
Mamdani?
Probably
the mayor of New York, or is he elected?
I don't know.
That fucking finger eating freak. Yeah. Yeah, he's trying.
And then
to
he's like speaks with an American accent sometimes. He speaks with an Indian accent sometimes, and he speaks with a fucking
Jamaican
accent.
He also spoke in an English accent for a little while too.
Yeah,
very bizarre.
He might be the leader of the left.
If he's the leader of the left, then
he was for a little bit. I don't know.
Holy shit!
News cycle is hard to keep track of who the leader of the left is.
It is hard to keep track, dude. I don't know. Like
Hillary Clinton probably behind the shadows. To be completely honest,
how about this? Someone in the Democrat Party stand up for American values, stand up and fucking take charge, kick these fucking psychos out of here, get rid of primary Ilhan Omar, primary AOC, primary Tlaib. I don't even know if Tlaib's still in office. I haven't heard from her much. She might be retired.
I don't know.
Either way, primary all these freaks, get them the hell out of here, and bring us back to somewhat some form of respect between the two sides. We can have two sides.
It's the only way.
And be respectful. The NFL, dude, MMA, you have two sides. You have two people fighting, either fist fighting or fighting on the gridiron, and they can get done with the game, shake hands, be like, hell yeah, dude, you gave me some good CTE today. You knocked me pretty hard, dude, but we're friends. We're gonna have a beer after this. But they're fighting.
Yeah.
Why can't we do that with our words?
Yeah.
Why can't we fight, debate, lose and win, and move on, and have some form of respect for each other?
It's been too long that like BlackRock has controlled the narrative. You know, like the left was empowered, man. Like empowered. I mean, you had fucking like large retail stores throwing LGBT stuff up, like, you know,
crazy
BLM stuff. Like they toted the flag, man, like for a long fucking time. And like, and then while they were doing that, the people that are under those umbrellas, or that umbrella, because it's only one, that all these jumble of virtue signaling topics fall under,
right,
is that they all dehumanized. Well, first they mocked, then they dehumanized, and now they're killing.
Yep.
Like, that's what they're doing. So, like, their soldiers have been told, look, ROE is kill everything.
Yeah, honestly.
Do anything, and you will be free of consequence.
Well,
because you are an oppressed class. Even though you are a suburban family, worked at Rockwell Collins, probably in the CIA, making $300,000 a year, like both parents, fucking, you are an oppressed class because you stand for those without voices.
Right.
And therefore you are free of consequence, even though that's not actually what they're doing, but that's the propaganda.
Yeah. Well,
And so for so long, like there's been a very, I guess what a lot of people in the country saw that don't have brains in their skulls is that there were, the meathead, angry, mean, fucking right wing, and they're pushing around these little nerds. Mm-hmm. So like, oh no, we need to stand in solidarity with those guys because they're getting fucking picked on.
Yeah. Then you get these dumb bastards like Hassan Piker. It's like, oh, I'm a leftist socialist, fucking communist, but I work out and I have a mustache and a somewhat decent jawline. So now he's like super popular and he's a complete fucking loser.
Yeah.
Like some of the stuff that he was saying too about, like, he had like a video that I seen on there talking to, like, he's like, well, I don't fucking like Charlie Kirk, but this wouldn't happen if we had some common sense gun control.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? They all go back to that. Mm-hmm. And people like Hassan Piker is even more disgusting because, like, I know why that fucking cocksucker wants gun control, because he's a communist.
Yes.
He's a legitimate communist.
He's a propagandist.
And he wants nobody to have guns so his side can take power and they can choke the freedom out of the rest of the American people.
Yeah, spread misinformation. There's no way that somebody like Hassan Piker can be in doing what he's been doing for so long and had his very weak arguments reinforced by so many people without actually himself thinking, oh, what I'm saying is right. It's correct.
Yeah.
There's no way. He has to somewhere deep in there think, I am so full of shit, but they're paying my bills right now. I'm also born into wealth, by the way. Hassan
was he?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He's a Turk.
He's fucking, dude, his uncle is Schenk Uyghur.
That's his uncle?
Yes.
His uncle is
from the Young Turks, yeah.
Oh, damn. That's funny because I think, isn't Hassan Piker actually Turkish?
Yes.
Is Cenk must be Turkish too then.
Yes.
Is that why it's called the Young Turks?
Yes.
Fucking damn.
But you know how
I had no idea.
You
That's
know how
crazy.
they came, and this is also pretty fucked up.
Cenk is his uncle.
Yes. Do you know who the Young Turks are in history?
Gay?
No, they were the people that committed the Armenian genocide.
That sounds nice.
The Turkish people are Nazis. They are legitimately closer to Nazis.
Well, the Ottoman Empire wasn't very nice either.
No. Turks are mean, man. They're mean people.
They're mean. I watched the damn this mini-series about Dracula, Vlad the Impaler.
Yeah.
Changed my mind. I was like, damn, Vlad the Impaler was a psychopath. Spiking all these people? That's crazy. Holy shit.
Right.
Turns out, learned it from the Turks.
Yeah.
Because it was taken in from, like, held prisoner from the Turks, and then he's in there to be their shadow. They're like puppet king or whatever. And he's like, fuck you guys. I'm a Christian. Like, you're not coming in here and taking Transylvania, dude. You're not going to do it.
Yeah.
And then they tried taking it. And they're like, you're supposed to be nice to us because we're supposed to be friends. Fuck you, you Muslims. You guys are going to kill all of us. He's like, I'm going to start spiking you. So he starts spiking people, trying to scare them off.
He was just a ruler.
He's just a ruler.
I mean, honestly, like that's.
He did a pretty damn good job too. He's held up the Ottoman Empire for quite a while until they took him finally. But he's
Bram
a tiny little
Stoker
country.
definitely fucking like besmirched his name, dude. Big time. They ran a propaganda campaign against Vlad the Impaler for sure.
They did for sure. They turned him into a vampire, dude.
Yeah.
They turned him into an undead lord.
Yeah.
Like an undead blood drinking monster. And it's like he was just a guy that was trying to take care of his people. And he impaled a lot of people. They're all his enemies. He also did it to his political enemies. But
right.
This is a long time ago. What I'm getting at is like, yeah, all right, well, the Ottoman Empire were assholes. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, there's no way that
the Young Turks are probably just as much assholes.
The Young Turks were brutal, for sure. But there's no way that Hassan Piker has gone this long thinking like, I actually believe this.
Unless they are just that brainwashed, and if they are that brainwashed, that's scary too.
He's gone on like Fox News and openly said, I'm a propagandist. He's openly said that. He's like, yeah, I'm a communist and I'm going to propagandize because read the Communist Manifesto, man.
That's what they do, dude.
Like, communists cannot be trusted, dude. Like, honestly. Like,
no.
Openly admitting communists. Like, we know somebody that used to walk around with the Communist Manifesto. He used to walk into like our church with it openly, reading the Communist Manifesto constantly. Brought it everywhere with him. I never trusted that dude, man.
I don't know who you're talking about, but I don't trust him either.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. You just don't. You can't recall it right now.
We'll talk about it off air because I
Yeah.
don't want to drop too many names around our area. But at the same time, it's like, dude, like, bottom line with this whole thing, it's like, if we are going to stay a country, we need to someone needs to radically change the left side of the aisle, dude. This is not acceptable. This is not okay. Me personally, it's like we need a different party in quote unquote power to challenge the right, because no party should have that much power. I don't want America to be a uni-party country because that's not good. I don't want Republicans in charge 100% of the time. We need the ebb and the flow. We need the arguments back and forth. We need good faith arguments back and forth to keep this country on track and in like doing good things for the people, and while maintaining freedom and liberty for all and doing good things for the people. We need that back and forth. We need that. But we can't have it if one side's not arguing good faith, and if just because you don't agree with them on something, it means you're going to get murdered for it.
Yes, they need to.
That's not acceptable. That's not okay.
The Democrat Party needs to take an active PR campaign right now. They need to start it right now because they are losing common sense Democrats. They're losing people left of center that are legit. We're just legitimately like, I'm kind of a Democrat and I vote Democrat for the most part, but like I'm kind of on, I'm teetering.
Yeah.
So they need to make an active PR campaign. Like, we do not stand with communism. We don't stand with socialists. Like, we are the Democrat Party. We are different from all that shit. They need to quit carrying the water for these fuckers, because those people cannot be reasoned with.
No.
Period. End of story. They kill people. That's their end goal. Their end goal is control, is one way of thinking only. Like, freedom of expression will be gone. Freedom of speech will be gone. Fucking your guns are going first.
First and foremost. And I will argue and say that to this day, the First Amendment is more dangerous than the Second Amendment. The freedom of speech is more dangerous. I'm saying, when I say more dangerous, I mean that in a good way, for as far as like power to the people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's more dangerous. Let me rephrase that. I say that in short form because maybe people will catch on. It sounds kind of nicer if you just say it short and like get people thinking. But it's more dangerous to the people in power than the Second Amendment.
Sure.
The Second Amendment is there as a last resort. But guess what? It needs to be there as a last resort, because if we don't have that last resort, then we don't have the primary. The primary is freedom of speech. The primary is arguing your ideas. The primary form of like change is the First Amendment. But if we don't have the Second Amendment, we don't keep the First Amendment. And if we don't have the First Amendment, then we lose all the other ones too. Because then we can't speak out about it.
Yeah.
But guess what? You need to take care. Low-hanging fruit people. That's what they're trying to do, is low-hanging fruit. They're trying to take your guns. They are trying to take your guns. And if you didn't catch on to this or not, when they were all saying we want common sense gun control, even after Charlie Kirk was murdered with a Mauser 98 bolt-action rifle. We don't want to take your hunting rifles. What do you mean?
Yeah.
You just said we want common sense gun control and Charlie Kirk would still be alive. You're a liar.
That's an elk hunter.
You're a liar, dude. If you're saying this after Charlie Kirk's death, he got killed with a bolt-action rifle. So you are lumping that into, dumbass. Like, get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Because guess what? If they ban AR-15s, they're going to ban the next thing that gets used in a mass shooting or an assassination. They're going to ban the next thing. They're going to ban the next thing until there's nothing left. And then once that's gone, they're going to be like, well, maybe people shouldn't be saying this stuff.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I mean, there are more brain owners than there are gun owners.
Yeah, 100%.
In this country. So being able to speak and being able to convince, and I mean, so it,
even the left technically have brains.
Technically, yeah.
There's a brain there.
Yeah, there's one there.
It's just not firing on all cylinders.
It's working in a weird way.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. It is disgusting. It makes me really sad and heartbroken that this country seems to have fallen so far from what made it so great.
Yeah.
And that's one thing Charlie Kirk stand on top of all of this is he stood for American exceptionalism, which I think we should all be standing for. Because what's wrong with that? What's wrong with being exceptional as a country? Freedom, liberty for all. And whether you say that he's a fascist or a racist or a bigot or all these things, he wasn't. He was the moderate choice.
Yeah.
He was the moderate option. And you guys really don't want to, I don't want to see the radical option. If you guys think Charlie Kirk was radical, you are in for a rude fucking awakening. Because there's a lot more radical people out there on the right than Charlie fucking Kirk.
Well, there was before Charlie Kirk's death, there was a shit ton of moderates on the right. And unfortunately, I believe after his death, a lot of those moderates are now radicals.
Yeah.
And, it's not good, man. I mean, like, they're going to people that aren't Charlie Kirk now that are, in my opinion, not great people to look up to.
Right. Yeah.
And, like, I'm not going to name drop anybody, but there are people. So, like, they love to say, like, Charlie Kirk's an alt-right MAGA figurehead. Like, you don't know who the alt-right is then, dude. Because, like, that's not the alt-right. Or what you want to consider. Because, like, even the alt-right doesn't consider themselves the alt-right. That's just a moniker created by people that are not the alt-right.
Right.
That to describe radical right-wingers. Like, and they're scary dudes. They have scary ideas. And they want violence.
I do not like the radical right, dude.
I don't either.
Charlie Kirk was not part of it.
No.
I do not like the radical right because they are scary. They're scary also because it's like, dude, you're going to kind of tarnish our thing. Then it's going to suck.
Yeah. I don't even like politics.
I hate politics. That's one thing that bothers me. I never wanted this podcast to be a political podcast. I'm not a political fucking commentator. I hate politics. I hate politicians.
I used to love politics, but
I used to too.
Until I realized how much time I was spending using my mental bandwidth on it. Like I was just like, dude, I could get so good at so many other things.
Yeah.
Because like I was pretty good at politics for a while, at least like talking about it, and probably wasn't like a great debater by any means, but like I could research this shit and look it up and become pretty articulate with it for a while.
Well, that's the difference.
And then I just fucking quit. I was just like, this is a colossal waste of time. Mm-hmm. But like sometimes it's needed. Sometimes you need to like say, okay, this aligns with like my moral values, so I'm going to align myself with it. And you shouldn't be afraid to walk around and have a different opinion.
No.
And that's really what the Charlie Kirk assassination was representative of, because it was when people saw him get killed, like right-wingers saw him get killed, they didn't, and the left likes to minimize the effect of it. Like, what do you fucking care? It's just one fucking guy. He wasn't even a politician. It's like, because he represented them.
Yeah.
He represented
the everyday normal conservative.
Yeah, the everyday normal guy that is like maybe conservative, right? Like they saw him as a representative of them. Like he legitimately was like a mirror reflection. No college degree, self-made businessman,
fucking
family
smart
man
too.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Intelligent, so, articulate.
The biggest thing is that the way like I saw him too, I was like, he is saying the things that I thought in an articulate manner, in a way that I can't express them because I'm fucking stupid.
Yeah, and he went and talked to the people that we kind of tend to avoid. It's like I don't want to sit there and waste my fucking day talking to this person and get nowhere with it.
College students?
Yeah,
I couldn't even go back to college after we got back from Afghanistan, Jordan. I was only 19 or 20. I was 20 years old.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't take it with these college kids.
No.
I couldn't imagine going to a college campus and debating with these college students and being like, this is draining because they are all stupid.
Yeah, but he was patient.
He was patient.
And
he did it.
I thought respectful.
He's very respectful.
But like, yeah, that's why people are pissed off.
That is why people are pissed off. You took out our guy that was doing good things. He's literally doing the Lord's work outside of politics. He was preaching the gospel and like getting out the good news in an articulate manner. And he had so much scripture in the back of his mind all the time too. Whenever you talk to him about it, or people talk to him about, not me, obviously I never talked to him, but when people talk to him about like scripture and stuff like that, he had so many like wrapped up in his mind, like they could just spit out that were very meaningful at the time. It's like, not only did you take out a political leader, yes, because even though he wasn't a politician, he was a political leader.
Yeah.
And not only did you take out a political leader, but you also took out a spiritual leader for a lot of people. And that's a travesty. That's a fucking travesty. And it's like, dude, fun fact, actually, I don't know why I did it, but and I don't even know what this means or matters, but it was interesting to me because I was right after he got shot. I was like, shit. For some reason, I went to his Instagram, and I was like, oh man, I'm actually not even following him. I've seen a lot of his videos. They just come across my algorithm. So I followed him, and I looked at his follower count. It was at like 7.2 million at the time of his death, at the time of him getting shot, essentially. Now he's at like 10.5 million, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
He gained over 3 million followers post-mortem.
Mortem.
Dead. Post-mortem. There you go. After he died, he gained like over 3 million followers. It's kind of wild. Like, it's just kind of, to me, it shows how much effect he actually did have on the population. Where even after death, people are like, "Oh my gosh, like he's gone. I better follow his work now."
I wasn't following
took advantage of him being there, me being one of them, and being like, "Damn, he's dead now. Like I should follow him and like see his stuff that's not new, but keep up to date, I guess, essentially."
Yeah,
because that's what his message carried further than his follower count. So he has over 10 million followers on Instagram right now, and over 8, however many millions on Facebook, and however many millions on TikTok and shit. He's got tens of millions of followers across all platforms. He's got way more than that don't follow his social media and stuff.
Yeah.
So he did have a huge, huge impact, and you guys took him out.
Right.
Like, that's terrible. Like, that was not a good choice.
Yeah, for sure.
I hate to say it, but we were talking about like Nick Fuentes yesterday, and it's like, I don't want him dead by any means. No one, I hope no one does. But it's like, if someone shot him, it'd be like, damn, that sucks. Like, that's not good. But
if people were saying like he was a bigot and he said foul shit, I'd just probably be like,
you're not wrong.
That's two things can be true at the same time.
Two things, yeah.
Whereas,
him being murdered is not a good thing. It's a very, very bad thing. But also, like, your gripes with him were fair, but killing him was unfair. With Charlie Kirk, the criticisms were unfair.
Yeah.
And him getting murdered is unfair. So it's just unfair all the way around, dude.
Yeah.
All the way around.
Yeah, definitely.
Even if Nick Fuentes isn't even, I don't think he's an actual Nazi, is he? I don't really watch
No, he's not a Nazi. He's
not a real Nazi.
He's racist and like misogynistic.
He says some racist shit, some misogynistic shit. But he's not like a true, like, actual, like, fucking skinhead Nazi.
No.
So even if the left would have murdered out of cold blood, I don't even know a Nazi leader.
He's not even a fascist.
Not even a fascist. Nick Fuentes isn't. I think he's a Christian nationalist.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty openly about that.
He is a white nationalist.
A white nationalist. Okay, he's a white Christian nationalist. Okay.
Like he
Shouldn't
believes
be murdered.
He believes in an ethno state. Like that there needs to be a homogenous ethno state.
Still shouldn't be murdered for it.
Yeah.
Still shouldn't be murdered for that idea. Just like a real, true, clean through Nazi shouldn't be murdered just because he thinks Hitler was cool. Shouldn't be murdered. Just like Ilhan Omar should not be murdered. Shouldn't be a representative.
Just like trans people should still be able to own guns. Nick Fuentes, Nazis and skinheads, or not skinheads, but like racists can still have the First Amendment.
Yeah, they can still be They can still be alive.
Yeah.
Do I like them? No. Are they causing me any issues?
They still have rights too. I mean, they still have
rights.
They still have the freedom of speech, and just like trans should still have the right to bear arms.
Yeah, and I want people on the left to still have freedoms.
Yeah.
I still want them to be able to go get a gun and be able to say whatever they want to say. I still want them to have freedoms. I'm just saying, you guys need to fix your shit.
They need to fix their shit. They need to start getting consistent because back when Trump was talking about taking guns away from trans, and then all of a sudden, no, that right cannot be infringed.
Yeah, dude.
Like, if they can take away trans guns rights, they can take away all your gun rights. And then, like, now all of a sudden it's like, this is a perfect example of why we need gun control. Like, what position are you on, dude? Do you have any fluid, logical thought?
1 week they're pro-gun. Yeah. The next week they're anti-gun again.
Yeah.
Can you have no actual thoughts?
No.
Can you not be at least somewhat consistent in your not even morals, like in your messaging?
Yeah. No, they can't.
No, because they don't have a fucking backbone. They're all a bunch of goddamn cowards. And I had to take the Lord's name in vain because I got so excited. And I don't like doing that.
Yeah.
But still.
Well.
What are we doing?
Hey. Godly men have done worse shit.
What?
I said godly men have done worse shit.
Well, then take the Lord's name in vain?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. That's pretty minuscule to the topics we've been talking about, so.
Shut up. Say Christ is Lord. Right? Say it.
That is a pretty funny clip. That's
Say Christ is Lord.
Oh, man. I don't know, man. I think people just need to go out, get trained up, and I don't know, glorify God. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Get a gun, get training, glorify God. That's my motto.
If you hate somebody enough to like put yourself on a public video or a public statement, knowing full well you're going to lose your fucking job over it, then you're cooked, my friend.
You are cooked.
Your eggs are scrambled.
Your eggs are scrambled and you are cooked. You're fully cooked.
Overcooked.
You're well done.
Yeah, you're a brick.
Like, you're a fucking brick, dude.
You need to find a hobby, bro, honestly.
You're bricked up and you're cooked.
Yeah. Find something else to do because, like, there's plenty of other things you can do that won't make you lose your job.
Yeah.
You know?
Just take a break from the internet. Just take a break. That's
what I did when fucking all the BLM shit, all the lefties had their fucking day in the sun. And may I say, I didn't argue with them about it.
I didn't either.
I didn't mock them.
So have your fun.
Do what you got to do, but guess what? I'm fucking...
Try that shit in a small town,
I'm just going to go look somewhere else. I'm just going to go look somewhere else.
Try that in a small town, though, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I should have bought that shirt.
Try that in a small town. I don't even know how it goes. I don't even know the tune. The beats.
I just know it's fucking dumb.
It's fucking kind of dumb. But he got a lot of shit for it. Very smart on his part.
Yeah.
Got him a lot of publicity. We're like, that's racist. Like, what? Try it in a small town. Try it. See what happens. Like, that's racist. Like, well, that's racist.
Yeah.
Trying to break shit in a small town? That ain't racist.
Richmond from Richmond was also racist, too.
That's what they said.
Yeah. But not Kendrick Lamar's You Ain't Like Us. You're not like us.
I think that was pointed to another black guy, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, Drake?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's saying that because Drake was like...
It's not how people are using it, though.
No, I mean, you can take a message that's meant for something and use it for something completely
But you want to
too.
know what? First Amendment, baby.
Go for it. Because
but the First Amendment does not
alike. That's okay.
First Amendment doesn't protect you from company policy. So just keep that in mind.
Keep that in mind. I thought it did at one point in time in my life, and I was quickly reminded that it was not.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
you don't get to just say whatever you want without any repercussions. However, you can say whatever you want, free of being imprisoned.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think that people being complete fucktards on the internet about Charlie Kirk getting murdered should be imprisoned.
No.
So, still got the First Amendment. But you're also not free of repercussions.
Yeah.
So, if you're having repercussions right now and you lost your job, that sucks. Take this time to reflect on yourself. And, there's jobs everywhere. Like, yeah, you have an education degree and a teaching degree and you can't teach in this. Maybe go somewhere else and try teaching. I don't know. Or maybe you can just go, get a job. I don't know. There's plenty of factories, whatever you need to do. But what you need to do above all else is reflect on yourself, realize why you're such a piece of shit, fix it, become less of a piece of shit, and be more productive in society. There we go.
Yeah. Not that hard.
It's not that hard, and it's not unforgivable, is what I'm trying to say. It is forgivable, but you do have to repent.
Maybe think about how messed up it is to celebrate somebody's death. Just think about that. Just think about that for a little bit.
Well, we celebrated Osama bin Laden's death, but I think the mastermind of 9/11 is an actual evil person.
There's
and
justified.
you should celebrate when evil gets justice. When justice knocks at the doorstep of an evil person and that justice is served, that's worth celebrating. But what we saw with Charlie Kirk, that's not justice.
Murdered.
That's fucking murder.
Right.
No, bin Laden wasn't murdered.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, there's justified homicide, right?
So, like, I'm not opposed to celebrating a person's death.
Yeah.
I am against celebrating a person being murdered in cold blood.
Yeah.
That's the line. Just like what it says in the Bible. It's against the law to murder. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not murder. But, okay, thou shalt not murder, but killing sometimes is justified under certain pretenses.
That's what it says in the Bible.
That's what it says in the Bible. That's what I'm saying.
Does it really say that?
Well, yeah. Like, justified war, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay if you're to defend yourself, if you have to kill in self-defense. It does say in the Bible, I don't know the exact word, but it's at least implied under, say, like, you got to defend yourself. You got to defend yourself.
Yeah, no, I get you.
You got to go to war. You got to go to war. And guess what?
Yeah.
That you're not just beating people up.
Right.
And being like, say I submit.
Yeah.
War is killing. But murder is not okay. That's what I'm getting at. There's a difference between the two.
Yeah, I get you.
So, that's that.
Yep.
Get a gun, glorify God, and
Train. And don't be like me. A fucking C-class shooter with a goddamn Shadow 2 on the fucking USPSA first match. All right, just take your humble Glock.
I didn't even think about that when you were shooting, but after you said it, I'm like, that's hilarious.
And I'm sure nobody else was like making fun of me, but
No.
God, the whole time I just felt like a dick cheese. I'm like maybe a C-class shooter. No, I got a fucking decked out setup.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Because I was looking at like what the fast guys were shooting. Not Shadow 2s. They're shooting like Glocks.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I had just a little bit extra money and I wanted to buy something cool.
Dude, it's a cool gun.
I liked it. And every time I go to the gun section, I always look at the Shadow 2s and I was like, I really want one.
It's cool to have.
It
You
is.
shouldn't feel like a dick cheese.
I know.
You shouldn't feel like one. It's
Shoots-
a cool gun.
Shoots nice.
You shoot it nice. You shoot it well.
Yeah, thanks.
We just gotta work on some things is all. We all gotta work on some things.
Yeah,
dog.
but I think I'm going to just strip down my shit, my training, and my gear and just focus on just fucking sending them.
Just send it with that MMP, and then once you get up into B class, yeah, dude,
Yeah.
pull out the CZ again.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to
See
do.
what she does.
All right, we're getting off topic, and I think it's probably time to wrap it up.
All right.
Is that what you're thinking?
That's why I said my tagline now.
Okay, my bad.
And then you kept going about USPSA. So
Yeah, sorry.
the old Midwestern goodbye. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to make up a new tagline here, and Jordan, we just got to keep going with it.
Bye-bye.
Problem. If you had a gun, shoot him in the head.